Good afternoon and welcome to C.E. Bird Stadium in Shreveport, Louisiana for the first game of our airline tournament. Revised schedule as the Saints will take on the Ouachita Christian Eagles, defending 1A state champions.
Christian behind the plate, number 9, Bo Bailey. On the mound, number 16, Aaron Jewell.
Had a lot of rain up here in Shreveport this week. Schedule had to be changed. Still overcast and a little misty out, but appears to be clearing. Up front.
Leading off for the Saints, left fielder number 3, Zach Richard.
First pitch to Richard's a strike. No balls and one strike. The 1 pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one to Richard. Misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Richard swings and misses. 2 and 2. Top of the first. Richard leading off. Richard swings and misses for a strikeout and 1 out in the inning. First pitch is in for a strike. No balls and a strike to Gonzalez. The 0-1 misses high, 1 and 1. Ground ball towards first base. First baseman has it, flips to the pitcher, and gets there just in time for out number 2. So 2 down here in the top of the first. Kramer tips the first pitch, no ball and 1 strike. Curveball misses inside, 1 and 1. Kramer fouls it back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the first inning, 2 outs, no score. Kramer grounds the ball towards second base. Reynolds has it for Ouachita Christian. Over to first in time for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down from the Saints. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. Your score is 0-0.
battery for the Saints, behind the plate, number 4, Jack Aguilar. And on the mound, number 18, John Chesson. Leading off for the Eagles, number 5, Jake Slaughter.
Bottom of the first inning, no score. And Jake Slaughter to lead it off for the Eagles. First pitch misses high. Chesson on the mound, Aguilar behind the plate. Palermo, Kramer, Fontenot, and Cochran in the infield. Slaughter fouls it off. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the outfield, Richard in left, Gonzalez in center, and Godot in right. Curveball just misses outside. 2 balls and a strike to Slaughter. Slaughter, a junior for Ouachita Christian, number 1 recruit in the state, committed to LSU. Inside, catches the corner, 2-2. And a ground ball back toward Chesson. Slaughter on his way to first. Chesson throws down to Palermo for out number 1.
Center fielder number 15, Maverick Wilhite.
Shows bunt. Bunts it hard towards first base. Palermo has it. Flips the Chesson. Can't come up with it. Runner's going to be safe on the infield base hit. So 1 down runner at first for the Ouachita Christian Eagles.
Second baseman number 13, Ryan Reynolds.
Reynolds, second baseman, also highly recruited kid, junior. One ball, no strikes to Reynolds. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes. 1 out, runner at first for the Eagles. Pitch misses outside, ball 4. And with 1 out, runners at first and second for the Eagles.
Garen Chowns.
Go, G. Here we go, G.
And the first pitch from Chesson misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch misses high and inside, 2-0.
Here we go, G-Man.
Throw back to second. Got the runner caught off. Throw to third.
Got it.
Is not in time. Slaughter advances to second. I'm sorry, Reynolds advances to second base. So now runners at second and third with 2 outs. I'm sorry, 1 out, 2 balls and no strikes.
Here we go, G. Drive something, baby, drive something.
2-0. Runners at second and third and one out here in the bottom of the first. Fastball in for a strike. 2-1 now from Chesson. Pitch misses inside. 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Fastball, swing and a miss. Full count. And pitch misses high for ball 4, and that'll load the bases here with only one out
Left
in
fielder
the
number
bottom of the
25,
first.
Josh Pinbaker.
First pitch from Chesson catches the inside corner. No balls and one strike. Fly ball towards left field. Richard takes a few steps back. Gets under it. Oh, and can't come up with it. One run will score. Runners were holding. Looked like Richard had got under the ball and just carried over his head. One out.
Catcher number 9, Bo Bailey.
And the Eagles take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. High fly ball towards right field. Goodo coming in and makes the grab. Runners can't tag. 2 outs in the inning.
First baseman number 33, Killian Hicks.
First pitch, base hit out into center field. And another run scores. That'll make it 2-0 here in the bottom of the first.
Right fielder number 19, Grant Shepard.
All right, John, let's go. Let's go, boys. Work hard. All you need is one.
First pitch is swung on and fouled back.
Grant, let's go, baby.
No balls and one strike.
Grant. Come on, Shep. You go, Grant.
Curveball's hit high in the air. Palermo's calling it. And will make the grab for out number 3. Not before the Eagles pick up 2 runs on 3 hits. We go to the top of the second. Your score, Ouachita Christian 2, St. Louis 0. You're watching St. Louis Catholic High School baseball on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network.
First baseman number 5, Ryan Palermo.
Ryan, find a hole. We go.
First pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes to Palermo. The low pitch catches the corner for a strike, 1-1. Right back at the pitcher. Off his hip, Palermo on his way to first. Pitcher's going to grab it and throw it down in time for the first out. Pitcher indicated it maybe hit him in the arm. He's going to throw a few pitches, make sure he's all right.
Catcher number 4, Jack Aguilar.
Top of the second. Pitch misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. Fastball in for a strike, 2-1. Pitch misses outside, 3-1 to Aguilar. 1 out here in the top of the second. Saints trailing 2-0. Outside, ball 4. Well, timeout as the Ouachita coach wants to go out and talk to his pitcher. They're looking at the arm where he was hit with the Palermo line drive.
Shortstop number 8, Cameron Fontenot.
Right, ready to go with Aguilar at first. That's Will Aguilar running for his brother Jack. And the first pitch to Fontenot misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. Strike called. 2-1 to Fontenot. Two-one to Fontenot. Curveball misses outside. 3-1.
Go Aaron, come on, baby.
Go, Pam.
3 balls and a strike to Fontenot. Aguilar at first. Inside corner for a strike, full count to Fontenot.
Come on, Cam. Battle right here. Win it.
Ground ball back towards the middle. Slaughter has it, flips it to Reynolds. Reynolds over to first in time for the double play. That'll end the inning. Go to the bottom of the second. Eagles lead 2-0.
Hey, what do I?
Ever since I could remember, everything inside of me just wanted to fit in. I was never one for pretenders. Everything I tried to be just wouldn't settle in. If I told you what I was, would you turn your back on me? And if I seemed dangerous, would you be scared? I get the feeling just because everything I touch isn't dark enough, that this problem lies in me. I'm only a man with a case. Got me. I'm taking a stand to escape.
Third baseman number 10, Chance Clowers.
Bottom of the second inning, Saints trailing the Ouachita Christian Eagles 2-0.
Good chance.
Curveball from Chesson catches the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch is in for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. 3-pitch strikeout for Chesson. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. And back to the leadoff spot and Jake Slaughter for the Eagles.
Shortstop number 5, Jake Slaughter.
Go, Jake. Come on, baby.
Slaughter grounded out last time up. And check swing foul ball. No balls and 1 strike.
Come on, Jake. You got this, baby.
Curveball just misses low. 1-1. One grounded towards Chesson, grabs it, throws to Palermo in time for out number 2. 2 ground outs by Slaughter, 2 down in the inning.
Center fielder number 15, Maverick Wilhite.
So 2 down in the inning. First pitch swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. Curveball just misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled off to the left side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Misses high. 2-2. Curveball is grounded foul down the left side. Count will stay 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Chesson. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the second. We go to the third. Your score, Eagles 2, Saints 0.
Ladies and gentlemen, this inning is sponsored by Cane's, Raising Cane's, home of the famous Louisiana chicken fingers. Be sure to stop by at the closest location, at 5050 Uri Drive. Designated hitter, number 29, Mark Johnston.
First pitch to Johnson's in for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Johnson swings and fouls it back. No balls and 2 strikes.
Come on, Mark. Start us off right here. Need some runners.
Johnson grounds it toward third base. Third baseman's going to have to hustle. Picks it up, throws it.
Safe.
And he's safe. Throw was high. First baseman came off. Mark Johnson will reach on the infield hit.
Come on, Ferg. Keep it going, babe. Let's look around the end. Right here, 1-6.
Cochran shows bunt, bunts it down the third base line. Oh, it's going to stay fair. There's the throw. In time for the out. Johnston advances to second base. Close play. Looked like first baseman's foot was barely touching the base.
Right fielder, number 30, Kyle Godot.
Godot swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. No balls and 1
That's a
strike.
Community Trust and Bank foul ball.
Ground ball foul down the right side. No balls and 2 strikes to Godot. Godot swings one into right field. Right fielder runs up, can't come up with it. Off of his glove. Johnson will go to third base easily, as looks like the rain begins to fall here in Shreveport. So one.
Number 3, Zach Richard.
We've had this light misting rain since we've been up here yesterday, on and off. First and third for the Saints. 1 out and Richard at the plate. Richard swings at the first pitch, misses. No balls and 1 strike. Timeout call. No balls and a strike to Richard. Runners at first and third. Saints trail 2-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Richard fouls it back. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 to Richard. Curveball misses. Goodo takes off for second. No throw. One ball and 2 strikes to Richard. Runners at second and third now for the Saints. Johnson at third. Goodo at second. Richard slices one down the left side. Foul. Count will remain 1-2.
Please return that Paragon Express foul ball.
Pitch misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Richard takes it on the elbow, and that'll load up the bases. The bases loaded, 1 out.
Gonzalez.
Hey, it might be good luck for me today.
I was gonna say, you may be out of here. You should.
So Gonzalez to bat with 1 out and runners on all the bases for St. Louis, trailing 2-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Throw to third, and they call the balk. Oh, balk called. The run will score. And there's going to be a whole discussion about this. So now they're going to say there's no balk, and the runners will go back to their original bases. And so the balk call is reversed. Runners back to their bases. So bases are loaded for the Saints. Julian Gonzalez at the plate. And 1 out. And the first pitch to Gonzalez misses high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Gonzalez swings at the pitch and fouls it back. 1-1.
Return that Community Trust Bank foul ball.
Throw over to third. Johnston gets back, slipped in the wet ground, had to crawl back to the base. One ball, 1 strike to Gonzalez, 1 out, and the base is loaded for the Saints, trailing 2-0. It's been raining all week here. Very slippery and damp on the field. Pitch misses high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Certainly the cause of Johnston slipping, having to crawl back to first. Gonzalez fouls it off. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Please return that Paragon Press foul ball.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Gonzalez. 1 out. Bases are loaded. And Gonzalez fouls off the curveball. Count stays at 2-2. Throw over to third, gets away. Johnston's going to head home. And the runners will advance. Saints score a run, now trail 2-1. Once again, the throw to third. Johnson slipped, had to try to crawl back. The throw gets away from the third baseman, allowing the run to score. Julian Gonzalez, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runners at second and third now. Ground ball back towards the pitcher. Pitcher grabs it and falls. And out at first base, Goodo can advance on the play. Yeah.
No, that's Kramer.
Curveball in for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Kramer. Ground ball back toward the pitcher. And over to first in time for out number 3. Saints pick up a run here in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Saints 1, Ouachita Christian Eagles 2.
It's a double wide trailer sitting back in the holler on a country road. And baby, that's where we'll go. If you don't want to settle down, we can bounce around from town to town, and that's fine with me. If you want to just ride the breeze, well, I'll go anywhere
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to visit Catino Laredo, one of the sponsors of Bird Baseball. Located on Uri Drive at the Shops of Belmead. Second baseman number 13, Ryan Reynolds.
So Reynolds to lead it off for the Eagles here in the bottom of the third inning. Joined by Mitch Cholly here in the booth.
Good afternoon there, Ken.
First pitch from Chesson misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Ground ball, hard ground ball to first base. Palermo has it, flips it over to Chesson for out number 1.
You know, they make that right there look real easy, but that's where that most slippery part of the field is.
Yeah, that was a hard hit ball by Reynolds, though.
Designated hitter number 2, Garen Chowns.
Reynolds, one of the top juniors in the state, along with Jake Slaughter, the second baseman, number 1 junior in the state. Well, the first pitch from Chesson misses just inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, you know, it's enjoyable to watch those boys play, that's for sure.
High pitch is hit, fly ball to left field. Richard drifting over. And will make the grab for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the inning, Mitch.
All right, that was a good catch right there. It was kind of a hard call between left field and center field.
And that wind blowing out, carrying the ball a little bit, gave Richard trouble in the first inning.
Left fielder number 25, Josh Pinbaker.
Still got a little drizzle going on out there, too. That doesn't make it much easier.
Good curveball from Chesson for a strike. No balls and 1 strike.
Ooh.
And Chesson hits the batter. Hit by pitch. 2 down, runner at first for the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't think he was going to get out of the way of that pitch. You know, that's really got to hurt him in the thigh when that happens.
Yep.
I think I'd be over there rubbing my thigh.
Bailey.
Bunt down the third base line. And they got the runner off at second base. Now we got him in a rundown. Chesson running him back towards Kramer.
Oh, and he slipped.
He slipped. Kramer's coming after him. Now Cochran has it. And he's out of the baseline. He's going to be called out for the third out of the inning. So the great bunt down the third base line. Cochran didn't have a chance for him at first, but caught the runner around in second base. Looked like he slipped on the wet field.
He sure did, and his coaches let him know that he did that too. I don't know why he came around second.
So after
a great bunt.
After 3 complete innings, we go to the top of the 4th. Saints trail 2-1 here from Shreveport. Ken Ortego and Mitch Cholly, you're watching the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network.
And we surely appreciate y'all tuning in.
Big powder beats in the mouthpiece got me rolling, and the beats do crack the leaves like a daytime campfire burn. And the ship is off the sea, and the wicked is a churn. As the southern wind sings again, a night of lullaby. You can jump right in, let the music pull you in. You can jump right in, don't lose yourself again. And the southern wind sings again, a night of lullaby. It's a place the locals go and no one knows where to find it. And the river starts to flow inside the clouds of misty mountains. Water from this stone below big.
First baseman number 5, Ryan Palermo.
So right top of the 4th inning, Saints trail 2-1. Palermo grounds the first pitch towards second base. Slaughter has it, throws to first in time for out number 1.
That was a good solid hit right there.
Catcher number 4, Jack Aguilar.
First pitch misses high, 1 ball, no strikes.
You know, Jack's had a great season so far batting. I mean, he's got a pretty good average going right now.
Ground ball towards shortstop. Shortstop has to charge it, comes up with it. Throw in time for out number 2.
Shortstop.
Fontenot with the ground ball. Slaughter dives for it, can't come up with it. Base hit for Fontenot, 2 outs.
Well, that was a good hit, but you got to give credit to that second baseman. He sure was giving an extra effort there. He slipped out there. I think, that field is some of that muddy. These guys are slipping and sliding everywhere.
Yeah, I know the kids from Bird worked really hard all morning on it to get it ready to play here.
Oh, it is a beautiful field.
Designated hitter number 29, Mark Johnston.
Field is on the campus of LSU Shreveport. LSUS field right behind us. And up for the Saints. First pitch curveball misses high. 1 ball, no strikes.
You know, I think Cameron can make that steal easy to second base. He has the speed to do it.
I haven't really tested our catcher yet. Pitch misses low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Johnston.
You know, Ken, that outfield, they're playing up close. Mark gets a good shot right here.
Yeah, Mark Johnston has the power, and the wind is blowing out, so I'm surprised that they're up that tight. Throw over to first, and Fontenot dives back, no problem. You mentioned Aguilar batting. Aguilar's batting .320 on the year.
Ooh.
Oh, almost hits Johnston inside. Count will go to 3-0.
Yeah, Mark had to jump out of the way of that one. I think he's getting tired of being hit.
And ball 4. Runners at first and second. Yeah, Johnston's been hit 3 times this year.
Third baseman number 16, Ferguson Cochran.
Got Ferguson Cochran, the third baseman. And first pitch catches the outside corner for a strike.
I mean, barely on the outside corner.
Pitch misses low and outside. 1-1 to Cochran.
Now, you see, to me, that looked like the same pitch.
Yeah, that was
a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Saints trail by 1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Sorry, top of the 4th. Inside curveball catches the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, we got Cameron over there on second base. He is ready to run.
Well, with 2 down, wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Collins put the runners in motion at some point in this at-bat. Oh, right back up the middle.
Great shot.
For Cochran.
Great shot.
We're going to send Fontenot. Oh, and Fontenot falls coming around, and he's caught on between first and second. He slipped in that same mud that Johnston keeps slipping in. And there's a slip again. They're going to run him down and tag him for the 3rd out of the inning. We've seen Mark Johnston slip there when he was at third base a couple times, and it cost the team on that one as Fontenot slipped coming around third.
We got to give credit to that out for Mother Nature there.
Yep. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Saints trail 2-1.
him on third baseball. Thanks Red River Bank for their support. Yellow Jacket Baseball. Red River Bank, we keep your money safe.
Bottom of the
First
fourth
baseman,
inning.
Number 33, Killian Hicks.
Saints trailing 2-1 against the Washita Christian Eagles. First pitch from Chesson catches the inside corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike.
But Chesson did a great job last week, too.
Curveball just misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball down the right side. Breaking foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good having to travel a long way. Luckily that ball curved foul there, Mitch.
It sure did. Can't hardly see much over there the way they have that fence hooked up.
You know, the wall kind of jets out from the dugout and then about 6 foot of warning track there. 1-2 pitch. Misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Chesson. And swing and a miss for the strikeout. Jack throws it down to first base to Palermo in time for the out.
But you saw that Aguilar right there just now kind of slipped, just coming up right there. I mean, the fields look great. You can tell whenever it's dry out there, they play great. It's just
Right fielder, number
not in
19,
our favor, a
Frank
little
Shepard.
muddy.
I'll mention it again. Got to hand it to the kids from Bird who came out here this morning and worked on this field to get it in shape to play. First pitch from Chesson misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. There's been a lot of rain and flooding up here in Shreveport area as it rained all week. Ground ball to third. Off Cochran's glove. Bounces in front of him into that mud spot that
Oh, he took a shot right there. Good thing he stopped it.
so infield base hit. Runner at first for Washita with 1 out.
You know, on the way we were driving up here, it was amazing. On alongside the roads, how much water. It looked like
Chance Clower.
lakes on both sides of the
Yeah, that
171.
that
most of the
area
way up
between
there.
Natchitoches and on I-49 between Natchitoches and Shreveport, there was tons of water on the side of the road. Those fields were all flooded. Pitch is fouled back.
There's another Community Trust Bank foul ball.
No balls and 1 strike. 1 out and a runner at first for the Washita Christian Eagles.
I think it's time for Jack to throw this guy out. He's got a pretty good arm on him there. He throws plenty of people out at second base whenever they're stealing.
Yeah, Jack's worked hard over the offseason to curveball. And we got him caught off between first and second. Jack throws it down to Fontenot. Fontenot over to first. Palermo tags him out. Out number 2. Just talking about the arm of Jack
there it is.
Aguilar. Made the good throw down to second. The runner just stopped and was trying to go back because he knew he'd been out. Don't know if the ground played a factor, if he slipped or what, Mitch. I didn't
I
see.
think Jack heard me talking about throwing somebody out at second. That's why we got to do that one.
I didn't get what the pitch was. That was a ball or strike. High fly ball foul down the right side, out of play.
Please return that Paragon Press foul ball.
1 ball, 1 strike, as the pitch on the throwout was a ball. Ground ball towards Cochran at third. Cochran has it. Throw over to first in time to Palermo.
Hey, I got to hand it to Cochran a while ago on that line drive right there to third base. That ball was moving. I tell
Yeah,
you,
that ball was smoked.
he sacrificed his body on that one.
All right, Mitch, we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Here we go.
Here from Washita, Saints trail 2-1. We'll be right back on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network.
Now pitching for Ouachita Christian, number 20, Ty O'Neill.
Top of the 5th inning, and a new pitcher for Ouachita Christian.
All right, guys, we got to get some points up there on the board. Start it off right here. Oh,
Yeah, timeout called right in the middle of the pitcher's windup.
that's a good way to throw a pitcher's arm out.
Pitch catches the outside corner, no balls and 1 strike. No balls and 1 strike. Curveball in the dirt. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Pitch misses outside. 2-1.
I got one of them sidearm throwers here.
Well, I notice he
That's hard
changes
to
it, changes it up. He'll come over the top a little bit, and then he'll come submarine.
All right, he got a little bit of that.
Good old fouls it down the right side. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Foul ball. Please return.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Goodo. Pitch misses outside. Full count.
You know, it's fun watching pitchers do that sidearm pitching like that, but it's hard to keep that accurate.
Well, the break of the ball gets so much of a different motion. Goodo grounds it back towards the pitcher. Pitcher has it. Throws to first in time. Saw that pitcher's foot slip. We saw the last pitcher fall down last inning.
Zach Richard.
Richard grounds it towards Slaughter at second base. Throw to first is in time. 2 outs in the inning. I'm sorry, that's Reynolds. Slaughter's at shortstop.
Center fielder number 6, Julian Gonzalez.
Now, Ken, I sure like watching this young man run. He
Yeah.
has the speed.
And Gonzalez swings at the first pitch. Gonzalez leading the team in on-base percentage.
I want him to get on base just so I can watch him run. Oh,
Pitch misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. We talk about hit by pitch. Gonzalez has been hit 7 times this season, adding to that on-base
well, he
percentage.
just about got hit right there.
And I want to say the last game the other night against Sulphur was the first game this season that he did not reach base. Once again, the outfield is playing very shallow. And
Ooh.
exactly what we said. Gonzalez has hit it over
Watch
his
this
head.
kid run. Look at him, Ken. Look at this.
The ball is just getting to the fence. Here comes
He doesn't
Gonzalez
slip.
heading to third. And we're going to hold him up at third base. That's exactly what we just talked about, Mitch.
There we go.
We mentioned the outfield playing shallow. We mentioned the speed of Gonzalez. He hit it over the right fielder's head. Easy stand-up triple for Gonzalez. Gonzalez, I remember him in junior high in track. You know, he is a real little kid. He's grown quite a bit since then.
What junior high school is he from?
He went to Queen of Heaven.
Okay. Oh, that's
I
right.
remember him during track. He was so fast. He was a little bitty kid, but he could fly. So Colin Kramer with 2 outs. Curveball in the dirt. Good job by the catcher to block that up.
I sure hope Coach Collins is reminding him.
And the 1-0 pitch is in for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Colin Kramer. 2 down, runner at third. Saints with another chance here to tie this game up.
Ooh, good
Low and
eye.
outside. Low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Kramer. Kramer at bat. Palermo on deck. And
Oh.
pitch misses low, 3-1. Gets away from the catcher, but only a couple feet, and Gonzalez has to hold up.
You know, Kramer, he's another one that's having a good season, too. He has put on some weight since last year.
Kramer has gotten tall as well.
He sure has. Really bulking up there.
241 on the season. Inside pitch is called for a strike.
Come on.
So full count to Kramer with 2 outs. Gonzalez at third base. And Kramer swings and misses for the strikeout. We strand a runner here in the top of the 5th. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Your score, Ouachita Christian Eagles 2, St. Louis 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bird Baseball thanks Sports World for their support of Yellow Jacket Baseball. Sports World, you're professionals in the uniform business. Talk to Jack. He'll hook you up today.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Saints trail the Ouachita Christian Eagles by a score of 2-1. Leadoff man Jake Slaughter for the Eagles. Ground ball towards shortstop. Fontenot has it. Throw over to Palermo's in time for out number 1. LSU commit Jake Slaughter 3 ground ball outs in this game.
You know, again, the last 2 innings, Saints had runs and ready to score, just couldn't get to the home plate there.
You're right, Mitch. We had Gonzalez at third with 2 outs, and then we had runners at second, third the inning before that.
Of course, one of those we got to blame on Mother Nature.
Yeah, when Fontenot came in around third and slipped. Ground ball towards Cochran. Cochran has it. Over to first in time for out number 2. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the inning.
I like watching Cochran play. He has that real smooth move whenever he plays. He looks good.
He does nothing really fast,
But very
just
active.
very smooth, and he's such a tall kid. It doesn't look like he's moving fast, but you know, he gets to the ball. So 2 down, and the first pitch from Chesson is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Curveball just misses outside.
That was a beautiful pitch, too. I tell you, his pitching just from the beginning of the game till now has improved tremendously. He looks great.
1-1.
Oh.
Curveball, same spot, just misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, Chesson will work that inside-outside and throws a lot of breaking stuff. And fastball misses. 3-1.
I tell you, Chesson did a great job last week in that tournament we had where we got played in Sulphur against Lafayette.
Complete game against Lafayette. A big win for the Saints. And misses outside for ball 4. So 2 down.
Designated hitter number 2, Garen Chowns.
2 down, runner at first for the Eagles.
All right, Jack, let's get him out at second.
Runner takes off. Throw down. Just offline. Oh, gets away from the guys, and they're going to run. Reynolds is going to head to third base. Looked like the throw would have been in time. It's just a little offline. And gets past Kramer and into the outfield, allowing Slaughter to.
Yeah, it looked like there was going to be a collision
Reynolds.
right there. Had he caught that.
So we got 2 outs. That was a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And Reynolds at third base for the Eagles. Inside pitch is called a strike. Catches that inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball falls in for a strike.
Cheson's doing a fantastic job at hitting those corners.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
Great pitch.
Good job. Kramer comes up with it. Throw to first. He's in time. Yeah.
There we go.
Breaking curveball to the outside. Batter reached out. Soft ground ball to Kramer at second. And Eagles strand a runner here in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Saints trail 2-1.
Still got a ball game going.
First baseman number 5, Ryan Palermo.
So Palermo to lead it off here in the top of the 6th. Palermo hits it off the handle towards second baseman. Flip over to first in time for out number 1.
Catcher number 4, Jack Aguilar.
Aguilar swings at the first pitch and misses. No balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, Jack's wanting to get that hit right here.
Top of the 6th inning. Saints trail 2-1. Outside for a ball. 1-1.
Oh yeah, you can do it without a camera. Just do audio. Oh yeah. Oh, you don't have to subscribe. You can go on our website and pick it. That's right. There's no cost.
2 balls and 1 strike to Aguilar. Inside pitch swung on and fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, if y'all got any family, anything out of town, grandparents want to watch it, just tell them to go to slcbaseball.net tonight when we play off.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Breaking balls in the dirt.
Ooh, and that was a
And
good pitch.
full
That was
count.
a real pretty catch right there.
I had a lot of break on it.
It sure did. All right, we got that full count. Here you are, Jack. This is the ones you like.
1 out, nobody on.
Oh,
Yeah, swing and a miss. Oh, it looked like Aguilar was fooled on that one.
it looked like it was going to be the same pitch.
Shortstop number 8, Cameron Fontenot.
And catches the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike.
You know, Cameron really looks great out there. He had that injury at the beginning of the football season and healed up and
Took
had a
over
great
it.
football season.
Yeah, took over at quarterback when Greenman went out with the knee injury. Inside pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, I think that football team has a great future, Mitch. They only lost a
Absolutely.
few seniors. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, between their sophomore and freshman class, I think it's about 50 players.
Yeah, Coach Carr did a good job turning that team around, and Fontenot swings and fouls it back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, our head coach, baseball, Coach Collins, was the offensive coordinator.
And then we have Coach Carr's son, Coach Carr, that's out here, first base coach for the
Chris.
baseball team.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Fontenot. Breaking ball misses low and inside. Full count.
I tell you, those sidearm pitchers, when they're on, they're on. But when they're off, it's very obvious. But they say that's a great way to pitch. It doesn't throw the arm out.
And pitch misses outside. Ball 4.
No, you must be able to hear me out there, huh?
Johnson to bat with 2 down and a runner at first for St. Louis, trailing by 1 here in the top of the 6th. And see, he came over the top on that pitch, Mitch, instead of the normal sidearm.
Call that a strike?
No balls and 1 strike.
And we got Cameron. He's fixing it. Ooh.
Outside corner for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes to Johnston. Pitch misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I was ready to watch that pitcher come with a good breaking ball. There goes
He
Cameron.
goes back to sidearm. Swing and a miss. Like an off-speed pitch to Johnson. Swings and misses. Cameron Fontenot was on the move. But strike out for the 3rd out of the inning. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Saints trail 2-1.
I thought about that software deal. That was so cool, that Thursday night.
Yeah, we're going to play a Minute Maid Park at the end of the season. So our team photographer did all those backgrounds, put on the Jumbotron. So yeah, she just gave them to me. Yeah, I just load them into my computer and I set them up as part of this broadcast. You do commercials without sponsors. I can play that commercial for 3 minutes. Just Ustream Producer. It lets you do the whole.
Left fielder number 25, Josh Pinbaker.
All right, bottom of the 6th inning. Saints trailing 2-1 here against the Ouachita Christian Eagles, defending 1A state champions. First pitch from Chesson. Curveball for a strike. No balls and 1 strike.
What is that website again?
Curveball misses low. 1-1. Bloopers right towards center field. Kramer has it and slips.
Did you see that?
So wet field, base hit for the leadoff man for the Eagles. It would have been a close play there, as Kramer had to go a long way to get that one. So nobody out, and shows bunt and gets the bunt gets right by Chesson. Chesson was charging on the bunt. The batter bunts it up in the air right past Chesson.
Yeah, kind of like up and over. I don't think that.
And Coach Collins going to go out and check on Chesson. He looked like he maybe strained his leg as he slipped.
But But you know, Ken, that's the problem with these wet fields like that. Those kids, it's easy to pull a groin or a hamstring
Yeah.
or something like that. Especially a pitcher who's just sitting on top of the mound the whole game.
Yeah, and Chesson came up and he's kind of turning his leg there to make sure his leg's okay. He kind of slipped into like a split. So he's going to throw a few pitches, make sure he's okay here. And he nods over to Coach Collins that he's good to go.
That's a tough kid, though.
So runners at first and second with no outs. And once again, the wet field plays a factor in this game. Let's see what happens here.
Another
And a bunt. Chesson over.
Oh,
And
my
slips
Lord.
again into another split. Wow, not good. He was already hobbled from the first one.
But you know, that was a great call by their coach.
Well, yeah, I
They
mean,
had
with
one bunt. They saw that it's slippery. It's going to be hard to get to the ball.
the field conditions are the same for both teams, and good coaching takes advantage of it. So now bases loaded with no outs.
I wouldn't be surprised you see another bunt right here, Ken. Why not, right?
Yeah. Swings, fouls it down towards the Eagles dugout. No balls and one strike. Saints got to work out of a bind now with bases loaded, nobody out.
Yeah, that whole infield, they're definitely playing
And
the
you know,
bunt.
it was a blooper that Kramer slipped on, and then two bunts that Chesson slips on. Curveball misses outside, gets away from Aguilar, but right in front of the plate. One ball, one strike. Inside corner, one ball, two strikes.
There he is, hitting those corners again. He is great at that.
Well, that was a fastball. So one ball, two strikes, nobody out. Bases are loaded for the Eagles as the weather's played a factor in this inning. Wet field. Curveball misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to
Right
get
time, right time to throw a curveball.
Yep, trying to get the batter to chase. Didn't fall for it. Two balls and 2 strikes.
Good pitch.
Just missed on the inside corner. And a full count.
Well, you don't want to give him anything to hit whenever you're winning it. You're winning the pitch count.
The at bat, right.
We're up here.
So full count, bases are loaded, nobody out. And
Got it.
an inside corner strike called, a strikeout for Chesson.
You know what? That really made Chesson feel good right there. You saw him take that deep breath.
Yeah.
And number 10, Chance Clowers.
I think he's hurting a little bit. That second split didn't help the first one.
No, he's already a little hobbled from that first one. Then he goes and does a split again as his foot just slipped out from under him.
Here we go.
Like I said, we've had a little blooper that Kramer slipped when he caught it.
And here we go.
Now the batter's going to show bunt, and he's going to pull back to swing.
Oh,
And now,
there it is.
and now we got the runner caught off at third. Same thing. He slipped. So the weather paid us back one
There you
there,
go.
Mitch. The wet
There it
field.
is. Even though they're a competitor, I feel sorry for them because
Yeah.
takes away the talent right there.
Right. That you get these wet field conditions, that kind of equalizes things for you.
Well, you know, the deal with Mark Johnson, and then you come up with Cameron Fontenot.
And Cameron would have scored. You know,
He does
they were going to send Cameron, and he'd have tied the game up there, and he slips and gets tagged out. Now we're going to have a runner for OCS. Not sure if that's
Pinch runner number 21, Cole Robertson.
so 2 down now. Runners at first and second for the Eagles. 1 ball, no strike to the batter. Pitch misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Throw back to second base. Not in time.
You know, that was a huge play just now with that player slipping right there on third base. Man, that's a little game changer for him.
Could be, miss. Pitch misses inside again. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Right down the middle, John. Don't even worry about the corners here. There you go.
Inside corner for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Ken, I sure hope our viewers at home can really enjoy watching John hit those corners the way he is. He hits that inside corner great. This batter right here, he's crowding the plate.
3 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Fly ball is going to be in foul territory. Count will go full.
There's another Community Trust Bank foul ball.
What's that player's name? Is that Jace? That is Jace's son?
Or is that second?
Base hit into left field. Down the left field corner is going to get into the corner. 1 run comes home to score. Another run on the way for the Eagles. Well, the Saints almost worked out of that bind. For you Duck Dynasty fans, the first run that scored was one of the Robertson kids, Jace Robertson's son.
Shortstop, number 5, Jake Slaughter.
And the run counts the same whether it's Jace's son or not. Saints now trail
Really doesn't
4-1.
make it feel any better, does it?
No, doesn't change the outcome.
I'm not watching it anymore.
So 4-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. And the first pitch misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second for our Ouachita. Inside corner's a strike. 1-1. Eagles had the bases loaded on.
You said his dad is down there in the left field, right?
No, the kid hit. Oh, if Jace was here, how much people around him?
Really?
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the curveball hits Slaughter in the back. So runners at first and second now with 2 outs.
Center fielder, number 15, Maverick Wilhite.
And first pitch misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. So the wet field playing a big factor in this inning, Mitch, as the Eagles loaded the bases on 3 plays that Saints players slipped while trying to field the ball. Throw down to first, and not in time.
You know, when they were coming in to score just a while ago.
Yeah, and then
right there at third
Chesson
also.
gets the strikeout. Then we have a player slip around in third, and we get him out. We get 2 outs, and then the Ouachita batter gets a base hit down the left side and scores the 2 runs. Saints trail 4-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Saints played a good game, Mitch. No doubt about that. Base hit in the left field, and that runner will come around third. He's going to hold up on that wet ground. You saw him slip as he turned. Coach from Ouachita wisely holds him up there.
Yeah, that is definitely a game changer, that third base area right there.
I mean, even if on a dry field with Richard getting to the ball quick and throwing it in, it'd have been a close play at home. And
Richard
Coach
came up
Collins
quick
is
on
going to
that.
go out to the mound, have a word with Chesson after he's given up a couple hits here. He's pitched a great game, but we're going to have a pitching change here
And then-
for St. Louis.
And then we're playing again at 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
this evening
we'll play
again.
again at 6.
Hopefully the fields will be a lot drier if we don't get any of this rain.
We'll have a pitching change for the Saints. Looks like it'll be Charlie Ellers.
Now pitching for the Saints, number 27, Charlie Ellers.
So Charlie Ellers on the mound for the Saints, taking over for Chesson. 2 outs and runners at first and second for the Ouachita Christian Eagles. At the plate, Ryan Reynolds. And Reynolds rips one down the right side into the corner. 1 run coming home, and he slips coming around third. He'll still score. Another runner coming home. Reynolds on his way to third. And he'll be safe. Another triple for Reynolds. 2 more runs score. Saints now trail 6-1.
Yeah, he put that ball right where he wanted it. Right down there on that right side.
Designated hitter number 2, Garen Chowns.
Two down runners at third. Runner at third for St. Louis. All the damage done here with 2 outs, Mitch.
Yeah, it was 2 outs and full count.
First pitch from Ellers is a strike. No balls in 1 strike.
And Chesson was doing a fantastic job.
You know, the score won't reflect it. The job Chesson did against this team today. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. And we'll face Ouachita Christian again next weekend in Sulphur.
What tournament is that going to be?
The tournament is all held in Sulphur. Most of our games will be at Field 37.
Okay.
Swung on and fouled down the right side. Count stays 0-2. We originally were not scheduled to play Ouachita, but with the rain changing the entire schedule, we're going to play Ouachita Christian and Houghton this weekend and play them again next weekend. Swung on and fouled back.
It's another good pitch.
Count stays 0-2.
You know, Ken, I'm surprised at the crowd we have here. There's quite a few people, especially with this kind of weather.
Well, Ouachita Christian just down the road in Monroe. And, of course, the Saints always travel well.
They always travel well.
Ground ball towards Fontenot. He has it. Throw to first. In time for out number 3. But not before Ouachita picks up 5 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We head to the top of the 7th. Saints trail 7-1.
know
they
what?
started
That
getting
was
a couple walks and they think a couple of plays, and all of a sudden they got 6 wins.
Okay, Saints, time to go and score
Third
about
baseman
7
number 16,
runs.
Ferguson Cochran.
So Ferguson. Cochran swings at the first pitch and foul tips it back. No balls and 1 strike.
Okay, let's get it started right here.
Cochran grounds it towards third base. Third baseman has it, throws to first in time for out number 1.
Right fielder number 30, Kyle Goodo.
The 7th. First pitch misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes to Goodo.
Okay, we need a base hit right here.
2 balls and 1 strike to Goodo.
That was a good take, Ken. That was a good take.
Pitch misses outside. 3-1 count. Goodo fouls it back. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count to Goodo. 1 out. Goodo drives it back towards center field, and it's going to be in the gap. Goodo's on his way to second base, and he's going to hold up there. A good job by Goodo with the stand-up double. Looks like we're
Now, this young man is a pleasure to watch on the mound. We will be seeing a lot of him in the future. He is a freshman phenomenon. Does a great job.
Yeah, Gray's a big kid and throws hard. He's going to need to mature a little bit, learn how to pitch the game at the high school level. And the first pitch from the sidewinder is a strike. No balls and 1 strike.
You know, last weekend he got hit in the arm while he was on the mound with a line drive. Now, I thought it broke his arm, and it never even phased him.
Yep, stayed in the game. Curveball swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes.
A lot of movement there.
And it took a lot off of that pitch. It looked like it took forever to get to the plate.
Sure did. It almost looked like it stopped right before he got there.
No balls and 2 strikes. Goodo at second base after the stand-up double. Outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Good eye right there.
I think this is the first at-bat of the season for Gray. Usually used as a pitcher only. Outside for a ball, and this time the pitcher comes over the top. This pitcher changes up his delivery. Sometimes he's a sidearm, sometimes over the top.
I watched this young man play a lot of travel ball in the last few years, and he can hit the ball as well.
Gray, yeah, he can.
Oh,
there's that off-speed pitch again. Gray gets a piece of it and stays alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Ken, he was one of those kids that other teams around the country would call and have him flown over to their World Series to pitch for him.
You can imagine him as a 13-year-old being twice the size of everybody else.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. Gray strikes out
Maybe we'll get to
for the
watch
second
him on
out of the
mound.
inning. Yeah, we will see him pitch this weekend, that's for sure. So 2 down.
Like
Center fielder number 6.
to watch him run around the bases singing "Andale, Andale" or something.
And Gonzalez fouls the first pitch back. No balls and 1 strike.
I remember watching that cartoon as a kid, that Speedy Gonzalez.
No balls and 1 strike to Gonzalez. 2 down with Goodo at second. High fly ball. Third baseman drifting over. It's going to stay in play. Oh, and third baseman kind of slipped. It's real wet down there by that third base dugout.
And, you know, it seems like that's where most of the plays are happening.
Yeah,
Around
we've
that
had
third
we've,
base area.
we've had a lot of things happen down there. If you look at Coach Collins, he's just standing in mud right there in the batter's box.
I know it's kind of hard to view with the way our camera's set up. We didn't have much of a choice from where we're sitting at, but it's pretty well tilled up in that area.
No balls and 2 strikes to Gonzalez. 2 down. And swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's your ball game. Saints do a good job. The score certainly doesn't reflect the kind of game we had here, Mitch, as the weather played a factor for both teams. Not the weather, but the wet field conditions, especially in the inning. Ouachita loaded the bases on 3 plays that were affected by our players slipping trying to make a play, and it ended up costing us in the end.
But then again, that's what people go to watch. Hey,
So,
thanks for having me, Ken. This has been great. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. We will be back at 6 tonight, right here from Byrd Stadium as we take on the Byrd Yellow Jackets. Your final from Shreveport, Ouachita Christian 7, St. Louis 1. We'll see you at 6 p.m. Have a good afternoon.